Greetings, Flesh Wound Horror freaks, and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror Live. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
Pugs Dread.
Namaste.
And the original Mike Kruger.
Welcome to Prime
It's
Time,
the
man.
original deathmatch monster. Get it right, Dan. Come on.
Yes. Yes. Not some pussy named Logan. If you got a problem with what I'm saying.
It's funny. You keep saying that, and I have a buddy who has a kid named Logan, but he's a pussy too.
Oh,
Doesn't-
and if you got a problem with it, Logan, you march right up, get in my face, and then Kruger will fight you.
Fair enough. Dan will distract him, and I'll come under with the fucking German.
He's just gonna spread his
There
beard
you
cheeks open.
There you
Nah, dude, he's gonna have.
That's
the
where I
fucking-
keep the brass knucks.
I was gonna say he's gonna have the juices
Oh.
from the massage parlor, and he's gonna fucking spread them in his face like it's
Regal.
a fucking.
We
We
Yeah.
haven't hit 3 minutes yet, please.
So anyway, we're kicking it off with news because this one.
3 minutes, Dan. Come on, you got another 90 seconds. to
Oh,
go.
so I got to stall for like 90 seconds
Yeah,
before I
well,
talk.
you just got to be
that.
good for a minute.
Well, hello to our friend Pitt in the
Pitt.
chat
Oh yes.
Hey, what's up, Pitt?
from Norway. Hope well, it's cold here. It's got to be.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
probably
cold there.
fucking extra cold there.
Yeah.
He's got his bigger blouse on today.
There you go. El Chewy Gringo and our friend Chris Slasher
Hola.
Home Video. in
El
the
Chewy
chat.
Gringo, is that new? Somebody new?
Oh, he's been here for a
No,
while.
Chewy's been here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chewy.
So yeah, hope everybody's doing well. Stalling for another 30 seconds.
I said go
how's
for
it?
it, Dan.
Yeah.
I was just fucking
Spit
with
on
you.
it. Put it in.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well-
just trying to, yeah, because Pug's already put in his 2 weeks notice, and now he's just gonna.
Yeah.
himself.
Some of us don't agree with that
Well, let me
fucking graphic.
talk
Well, no,
about
no,
it
To be,
first.
to be fair, I'll just say this now. That was for clicks.
Fuck
Okay.
the clicks.
So Mad Monster Party, the North Carolina show, I believe it was, it has booked Kevin Spacey for a convention. Now, as you can imagine, reactions to it are interesting to say the least. I'm a little bit, I'm kind of surprised that they're doing it. They've turned comments off.
Pussies.
I think they might have deleted their Twitter. I'm not confirmed on that.
You're
some of
brave
the
enough to host this fucking ass. Fucking own that shit.
All right, let me first say this before I'm not giving my opinion yet. They announced him, they should stand by it. If they cancel him and then give a whole like we had no idea bullshit speech.
Oh,
Yeah, come on, you knew, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Kill him with kindness was viral a few years ago.
Now he wasn't convicted of anything, but you
as
know,
Ben throws out, he was also never acquitted.
yeah, because everybody died, right?
Innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty.
I
Here
get
and
that,
across the pond.
but I also get the reason for the uproar.
It's
Blame
I'd be
Brian
in line
Singer.
if a certain producer got out of fucking prison and was signing up at
Yeah, he's signing
I'd be like,
Dimension fucking
Well-
DVDs and shit.
right. Here's
Well,
everything.
I'll tell you one thing: $225 and no
Sold.
selfies for a photo. If
Sold.
you thought that the Star Trek guy got butt fucked, wow, he's gonna butt fuck about 1,000 people at $225 for a photo.
I'm buying it
Well, that's
twice.
not the
Twice. If he comes to LA, I'm not flying over there, but I'm in two. I want things signed. I don't give a shit. I like him more than I care about any of not you guys, but any of you out there. Motherfucker is one of my
Sounds
favorite
like
movies
you
of all
like him
time.
more than us.
Yeah, well, no. If he did you guys dirty, it's a different fucking story. Right now, I don't know who the fuck. I don't know how he shoots his ropes, but whatever gets him off to give the performance that he does and everything he does, so be it. I fucking love him. I will be
Okay.
there if you need someone to be your handler in the LA area. By all means, I'll work the table for you.
He'll
I got
want
no
you to
problem.
handle him, Pugs.
I'm not his type.
You'll know that.
Thatcher says
But-
England does the same thing. I'm assuming he means the cost, not the other
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, you
Oh,
want
yeah.
to like
Yeah,
let's
he's there.
Well, he played a character that did something similar to what he's been accused of.
Hot flash your home video. There's somebody.
And just make sure you get his refrigerator there on time. I'll just tell you that.
I'm fucking Freddy Krueger.
I found that phone. I just got to find the charger next.
Shit, yeah. Save that shit.
Patreon exclusive.
Dude,
Could you play it? I guess you can't, right? Or
Why
could
can't
you?
Well, the cousin I got it from, fuck him. I don't talk to him anymore.
Yeah, Chris, your wording on that one was a little bit off, but I mean, it's got to be weird. Somebody has to be going to that event for like some viral moment where they're gonna say something.
Someone
to
have
film
them.
it.
You
will.
Dan, you better book your ticket, motherfucker.
You know what I think somebody should do? Like, just walk up as like, how much is a photo? And then when they say, it's like, okay. And then you just like you bend over, drop your pants. Like, all right, the 225 is in there. Go and get it,
what?
Kevin.
At that price mark, that's fine. I would say go for it.
I just need a
Grab her
still.
ankles.
Like somebody needs to bring a still from the kill them with kindness video where he's fucking over the fireplace and just have him sign that shit.
Psychopath moment.
That was the craziest shit I've
ever.
ever seen in my life, dude.
Like, what are you doing, you fucking crazy person?
You think that Mad Monster Party is going to be the con that just doubles down? They're going to book like Casey Anthony next.
Oh my god!
Okay,
now Bugs is talking about booking tickets.
Yeah,
like, I'll be signing right next to them.
We're getting the
Who the
booth
fuck
now.
are you? Bug Dread, Flesh Moon. What's up? No, I seriously though, if he comes to LA, I will be there. I'll probably get there early. I don't really go to cons anymore, but like that one will get my ass there. Unapologetically and unironically. I don't give a fuck. It's fucking John Doe.
What do you think the line? That's what I'm curious. What do you think the crowd will be for him? Because
a bunch of
there's a lot
supporters
of people that don't give a shit either way, and they're just gonna go.
I think it's gonna be canceled before it even happens. Honestly,
You
I think the torches
or...
are coming out. I don't think it's gonna happen now.
The court of public opinion strikes again. This is horseshit.
Yeah, but see, to me, you already did your damage.
That already. That's the only way I don't see it happen. Like if they fucking are like printing money already, they won't give a shit. But if they aren't, let's be real. It's what comes down to everything. It's just going to be where the money is.
I think the problem though with it, what he was accused of, and I can't remember what he was accused of. There's also like a security concern with that too. I would think. Like, I don't know that I'd want to be in a big crowded area
convention with
yeah, you get that one person that decides to overreact to it. I don't know. I would be nervous.
Well, some might say it's not.
Get me in there. Get me in there.
I mean, I will say, Mad Monster Party. I didn't find anything. This just happened. I think within
that's
5-6 hours ago.
Same thing.
Yeah.
The security.
Yeah.
A homegirl of mine messaged me that and like literally dropped my fucking jaw. I was like, no fucking way. Is it in LA? Okay, not yet.
Yeah, I actually saw somebody bitching about it on Instagram. That's how I saw the post.
Dude,
that it wasn't in LA. Was that Pugs?
That's on the. I've seen a bunch of fucking crybabies that need to go ice their pussies. Like, honestly, dude, just don't buy it. Don't support it.
You know what's gonna make you do a full turn? Sean Clark's repping him.
That would piss me the fuck off.
Is he really?
No. If he is, you know what? I wouldn't put it past that scumbag. Fuck him.
225 is not enough.
I don't want to put money in his
more
pocket.
Hairspray.
But I do want the John Doe autograph more than I hate Sean Clark. So yeah, I you know what? I'll take one.
Well, maybe
you suck, Sean Clark. Kevin Spacey's way cooler.
Yeah. So Todd's prediction is canceled. It's going to get canceled. I cannot see him actually showing up in that. They'll probably have him totally isolated, but even then,
Boatmobile. That's why I want him showing up. Just waving it.
I mean, they probably have a lot in common. So,
Yeah.
there's that.
In orientation, right on.
Well, one we know happened. The other one is alleged. There's a difference.
And also, his are a little older. Still not legal, but you know.
Yeah, not that much. I don't know. I would not want, if I'm just like a guest that's at everything. If I'm, I don't know, fucking Bill Moseley, I'm probably looking at that and thinking, I'm going to show up to a different one because I don't think this benefits me to be there right now.
You're right next to him.
I can go get my $30 at any other convention. I'm booked every week.
They'll probably put women on both sides of them just to keep
Well,
everyone else safe.
we can move on to a lighter note, though. Godzilla -1 - Color comes out this week.
Hell yeah!
Ooh.
Tomorrow, I got my tickets 4
yep.
o'clock.
Nice.
I'm going to see it Saturday, and really fucking excited. I've already seen it twice in theaters, and I think the black and white version of it is going to hit differently. So far, from what I've heard from like people in Japan, like it's not just like they just threw a black and white filter over it. The scenes are specifically contrasted in different ways to make it look visually appealing in each different scene. So I'm like super excited to see how that's going to look. I mean, watching Godzilla nuke Japan with his atomic breath in black and white, I think is going to look absolutely killer.
I have my ticket for Friday. I'm excited. I want
Godzilla -1 plus 3D. That's what
dude, right? Like that would be amazing.
Yeah.
And also, I'm hoping that movie gets a fucking proper 4K release. Now that it is nominated for Academy Award for Best Visual Effects,
snub for other things, but
yeah, snub for Best Actor, Best International Film,
Best Picture.
Yeah.
Ben says sucks that the black and white isn't playing on any IMAX or bigger screens. They're just normal. Yeah, same here.
But mine's in XD, so
okay. Well, okay. I haven't checked any of the non-AMC ones, so
yeah. My go-to theater out here is Cinemark, but they have an XD, so I'm excited. And this will be my third time watching it in XD.
Nice. Speaking on that topic, Kruger, Kaiju Chaos coming back. What do you have?
Yep,
on
Kaiju Chaos coming back this Sunday. We will be doing a commentary of Son of Godzilla, and then from this point on, the last Sunday of every month, we should be having a Kaiju Chaos. Fingers crossed this time. We will get through these Godzilla movies eventually. I mean, we're making our way. We're about halfway through the Showa era, but we're coming up on some pretty awesome stuff. I know Todd's a big Son of a Godzilla fan. I'm not huge on the movie. It's got some cool scenes and stuff, but
I will be enhanced for that viewing.
Yeah, I will be too, dude. Fucking but we got then Destroy All Monsters is the next one after that, and that's one of my fucking favorites. So looking forward to that. And then Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, is right along its way at the end of March, I believe. So we're gonna have a lot of kaiju shit coming up.
Sweet. Excited for that. So yeah, we'll get into our movies. Just want to close saying I hope they didn't book the Stranger Things kids.
They've already went through enough, Dan. We've seen your photo.
Yeah, for real. They were
that's what
I love you, Mr.
would have been the happiest.
Why are you making a butthole symbol there, Pugs? What's that?
Well, that's what his damage is done.
Jesus Christ.
I love you, Mr.
What movies we got?
All right, so we'll kick things. So we do talk about movies. We'll kick things off with our first film of the evening, which is a big screen slasher flick from writer Eric Bloomquist, Founders Day. And in Founders Day, a small town is shaken by a series of ominous killings in the days leading up to a heated mayoral election. So Founders Day is the director, Eric Bloomquist. He directed a film we covered, I believe, last year called She Came from the Woods, which was a camp slasher. He also did Night at Eagle Inn and 10 Minutes to Midnight. So going...
He's an actor. He's been in a lot of stuff. I just saw
Yeah,
him.
he's the mayor's assistant.
Yes,
in the
but
film. Yeah, in this film. Yeah, he's in a lot of different things. So there was some negative buzz when I went into this one. And so I wasn't expecting a lot. And I've got to say, I was pleasantly surprised. Number one, for you guys out there.
Already.
Oh, very. I enjoy it. I'll get into it.
I can't say the reasons why, though.
Now, there is a comparison, I guess you could make, to Thanksgiving, which I love Thanksgiving. But one thing that this actually does better is the whodunit portion of that, because that I thought was very obvious in Thanksgiving. I think this does a better job. It's very... it's structured different than your typical slasher. If you've seen it, you kind of know what I'm talking about. In fact, I thought the ending was extremely unique. It might hit people different ways, but the humor's really subtle and I thought really funny. And very timely right now. It's not like a full-on comedy by any means, but the humor really is timely because you have these two forces that are so obsessed with retaining power and influence as this body count just rises through the roof. So I really appreciated that. It's a very timely movie. I thought the sheriff, she was really funny. There's a scene, not to give too much away, but a body is discovered, ironically, in a dumpster, going back to Thanksgiving again. And the character connected to the body just starts screaming. Is like, there's our positive ID. Like, some of the lines there really kind of got me. William Russ, who many great movies, Cruising, but a lot of you know him as the dad on Boy Meets World. He's in this and actually has a featured role. I haven't seen him in anything in a minute, it seems. He's fantastic.
Probably ducking Me Too's everywhere.
I don't know that he had any issues, but hopefully not kill another childhood memory there. But yeah, I loved it. I thought the slasher elements worked really well. It takes a little bit to get into some of the killing. There's one scene involving a stabbing that didn't hold up compared to the rest of the stuff, but I laughed. I thought it was suspenseful. I had a really good time. I guess I can kind of see it's not, the ending's going to split people, but I thought it was great. I thought it made sense, and you can't really predict it. I love this movie. I'm surprised. I had zero expectations, and I just went to see it, and it kicked my ass for the most part. Todd, I know you got to see it. What did you think? I'm curious.
Well, first, I'm surprised you liked it. Second, I'm surprised you didn't see that ending coming. But to stick with the
ending.
Yeah. Well, I did.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Either way, but
there was a little more to the whodunit. You can kind of predict portions of it. Yeah.
I am shocked you like it. I expect Pugs to like it, 100%.
Yeah,
and actually Kruger, but the reason I didn't expect you to like it because it's very reminiscent of a franchise you basically despise every entry.
If you're talking about what I'm thinking, then I would say I disagree. But
it really you don't. It's got that. It's got a little bit of Jaws.
Well, what are you talking about? Scream?
Yeah, obviously.
Number one, I don't despise every entry. I'm indifferent towards Scream, and I would say this is a lot better than Scream.
I think your words on the show would say different than what you're saying now, Because does anyone here or in the chat believe Dan has any kind of love towards Scream from anything he's indicated?
I don't.
On the
I'm
film
indifferent towards Scream.
It's not indifference though, Dan. You don't.
I didn't give a bad
talk with
review to
indifference.
I didn't give a bad review to 5 or the last one. Really, I just was indifferent.
Well,
this is better than that.
Your actions show different, but either way, I was really surprised. But I Pugs is gonna hate it. Watch, but no, yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah,
I don't know if I think it's better than Thanksgiving. I mean, it depends what you're looking for, but I do agree the murder mystery is better in this.
Oh, definitely.
It's a little more giallo than it is Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
minus the sleaze, obviously. That's why I kind of went Scream.
But I just, this one really hit for me. It's a shame that it doesn't have a wider release, because this is the type of thing that I'd rather see blow up. I'm really curious. Anybody that's watched this, please weigh in. Pugs will like it. I'm not 100% if you'll like it, Kruger, but maybe.
Yeah, Pugs, I wanted to go see it, but none of the theaters near me were playing it, unfortunately. So hopefully the VOD comes out soon.
My gut says it's not going to hit till October, just because it's also like election based. I think they're going to hold it back.
Fucking bastards.
I knew you were going to be happy with that, but I could be completely wrong. But I think it's going to get mean one, but not as bad.
Well, fucking hopefully it's better than that piece of fucking garbage.
It is definitely better than the mean one. I will tell you that.
Dude, that movie is fucking dog shit.
It's no pickaxe, but
I will say, because I know a lot of people have been saying like political slasher, and well, yeah, that's true. I don't think this hits you with any heavy messaging beyond the fact that, yeah, like I said,
yeah, it treats everyone stupid, so it's fine.
Yeah, like we've got all these bodies all over the place, but we're still having this sort of dumb festival.
It's Jaws.
Yeah. But it's a more subtle, smart humor, I think, than you would expect. So Todd, what do you give this one?
I really did enjoy it. I'm a 4 out of 5.
I'm a 4.5 out of 5. I really loved it. I really this was a surprise.
You waited with super low expectations, so that always helps too.
That always helps, but yeah, there's more here than you might expect.
Yeah,
and like I said, the kills are solid too. You got to wait a minute. Like the first portion of the film, it takes its time until you get to the gnarly kills. All right. Indy brings up the Tripper. Yeah, the Tripper is enough. That's a good one to watch in November. Double it up.
I need to watch that. Well, maybe we should do a watch along in November.
Yeah, maybe we'll do some politically themed.
Yeah, that may not be a good idea. Never mind. Scratch that. I got some guest comments. If we get the Butcher or Caesar on, well, no, Dan doesn't want Caesar on. Because there's no upside in that. At least with the Butcher, there's an upside.
Let's just get canceled in 2024. All right, Todd, you will love the Tripper. I still can't believe you haven't watched that.
Yeah, shit to do.
Well, that's fine. I get it. All right, moving on to our next film, which I think will also split people. Destroy All Neighbors, a Shudder original from director Josh Forbes. And in this film, struggling prog rock musician William Brown finds himself in a living nightmare when he accidentally kills his annoying neighbor Vlad, the neighbor from hell. Hot tag, Kruger, you want to go first on this one? I know you were excited for it.
Yeah, sure. I was very excited after watching the trailer for this, but unfortunately, I was I think I went in with too high expectations because I didn't really care for this too much. There's stuff I liked about it, like it has good effects. I like, the neighbor characters, but the main character, I don't know what it was. With him, but I didn't resonate with him, nor did I really enjoy going on the journey with him. I liked all the side characters though, and there is some cool practical effects throughout this. there's a burned woman that looks really cool. Vlad, as you mentioned before, the neighbor from hell, he was pretty awesome. I loved his character, and I loved the prosthetics on his face and stuff. And his dialogue and all of that shit was great. But I don't know, man. I just went into this with thinking this was going to be a way different story than it was a little more artsy, I would say, than like I was expecting more just like kind of splatter horror. And instead it kind of went like the super artsy route. And the final act, I was really disappointed with too, especially when we got to see like Vlad in his final form that you see in like the poster and stuff. I was expecting like this really cool final showdown. What we got was pretty lackluster. So as a whole, I can't say I liked it completely. There's elements I did like, but I definitely was pretty disappointed.
Okay. Pugs, what did you think?
This is pretty middle of the road for me. So I'm like Jonah Ray didn't disappear into the role for me. He just seemed annoying the entire time. I didn't care for his girlfriend. Like, you should just leave that bitch. She's annoying. Yeah. If they wanted to focus on fucking Vlad is his name.
Yeah, he was cool.
I wanted to spend the entire movie with that guy. That guy was fun as fuck. I would not want to live next to him for sure. But like, I enjoyed watching him. And all, yeah, Kruger, you were right. The side characters are way better than Jonah Ray. It was not a hit, but it's kind of a miss too. Also, I fucking love prog rock, and like this movie should hit me more, like because I do love music, and it's funny, but it doesn't go that far into the comedic area, and it doesn't really lean into the like the gore aspect of it that it could. So yeah. It's just middle of the road, like a missed opportunity, a lot left on the table. It's fine.
I think it would have worked better as a short because I like it, but I don't love it. There's too much and not enough. I like the good stuff, but there needs to be more of it. It needs to be tied up something like Vlad. Obviously, the highlight. I mean, but Bill S. Preston Esquire could not save the film for me.
Hey, bro.
So, yeah, it's there's good stuff in there. It's just it's too much. I don't want to say too much good stuff because it's not.
Pick a lane.
Yeah. I think that's it. There's a movie I like in there or a short I like in there, but for the feature that we got, it just didn't work for me. I was excited for this one too. It looked like something, even just from the poster, that would be fun. Very similar layout also to weirdo fucking guy. The one we did recently. The poster's almost the same layout.
Weirdo guy.
Not Dragon, not
the one, Onyx.
Yeah,
Onyx the Fortuitous.
Yeah, but Onyx is a way cooler motherfucker than this.
No, I'm saying the poster is like it's like almost exactly the same, like the way they designed it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It made me want to watch Airheads.
I guess I can see that. So this one very comparable to Freaked, the other Alex Winter film from 1993, where some people love it and a lot of people hate it. I think that's this movie.
Well, this isn't an Alex Winter film, first off.
No, but he's in it.
Okay. Well,
I think that there is some humor to be had. It's just not laugh out loud funny. I recommend it to anybody who's ever like chased like an artistic kind of dream that's really hard to hit. It made me smile a few times. Did it ever make me laugh out loud? No. I think one thing that's going to shoot this movie in the foot is there's been a lot of people comparing it to like early Peter Jackson, and I'm like,
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it number one, if you're expecting that kind of gore,
no,
It's not there. I will say the makeup effects, Gabe Bartolos, I know worked on it. Fantastic. Some of the reanimated corpses, and that's all very impressive. I just don't know that the story itself was super engaging. I don't know if the conflict is really there. It's hit or miss when it comes to the humor, and I never really laughed out loud. Jonah Ray I was fine with. I think he's probably an accurate portrayal of this kind of guy. He's been in everything lately. Christmas, Bloody Christmas, Satanic
Yeah, but he's
Hispanic.
just Jonah Ray, like to me anyway.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. The girlfriend was kind of annoying. I don't know if anybody recognized Randy Heller, the mom from Karate Kid. She was in there as the apartment owner, I believe she was.
And the OG Karate Kid, not
the OG.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just so it's out there.
This one, you'll know pretty fast if this is going to connect with you. Like, you're not going to be more than maybe 10, 15 minutes at most into this, and you'll know if the humor is going to really connect. I appreciated aspects of it, but I would agree overall, I think it's kind of a miss. But the cult appeal's there. Who knows, in another 30 years, much like Freaked, maybe this will find its audience, but it did.
Jonah Ray has a cult following himself, so I think it'll find an audience for sure.
Yeah, and there are some big cameos. Kumail Nanjiani pops up. Yeah, probably the funniest scene, to be honest.
It is.
Yeah, and there's moments. Like I said, I really wanted to like it more than I did. The homeless guy quoting Christmas Carol. There's a few moments where it made me smile. It's just, the horror element is totally not there. So if you're expecting any of that, this is 100% comedy, and it was mostly a miss for me. But
Ben, I was just about to mention Thomas Lennon pops up also in the
yes.
There was funny people in here, just like, but see, I disagree. Like the first 10, 15 minutes, I was still into it. It didn't fall off to me for probably about 30. Like, because the humor is the type of humor I want. It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't hit like And I know Slasher mentions Alex Winter's a producer on it, but it's not. I just want to clear he didn't direct it.
No. Josh Forbes.
He was the highlight, though.
I don't want him getting Toby Hooper. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, I don't know. They could have set up some more interesting gags, and again, I never felt any. Just the story wasn't that interesting to me. I don't know.
And I don't know if Alex Winter could have saved it as the director, because I do love Freaked. So
I like Freaked too. I've always liked Freaked. So
that one and Airhead, both super expensive Blu-rays that Anchor Bay put out for like 2 minutes. Just random extra, some random knowledge.
I honestly think had the leads been cast differently, I'd probably feel different. Like homeboy from Something in the Barn and Simi Valley. What's his fucking name? The lead, the dad.
Yeah.
I think he would have killed it. What the fuck's his name? Damn it! Let me look it
up. Yeah, I don't know. It's charming, but I just didn't love it. I feel kind of bad not being more enthusiastic.
It's not your fault. Slash Home Video. I think this has lasting power.
You could be right. We'll see.
Took Freaks a while, so Freaked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember nobody gave a shit about that movie when it came out. It was probably a good decade before.
Martin Starr. That's his fucking name.
Oh, yes. Him.
I think he would have killed it. Well,
I could see.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
So I'm not going to be overly harsh. It was mostly a miss for me, but it's still well made. Like I said, some really cool practical effects. It's just being 99% a comedy. I didn't laugh enough, so I'm only 2 stars on this one.
Go ahead.
I'm a 2.5 out of 5.
Well, I was about to say the same thing, so it doesn't matter. I'm a 2.5 also.
Sweet.
I'm between a 2 and a 2.5. I'll go 2. Fuck it.
All right. There we go.
What Slasher? What would you give it? I know you were the one of the chat chiming in. Might be in
Someone
your top
said it
5.
was your top 5. Was that him or was it?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's close with some positivity.
Yeah, he said maybe in his top 5. I think I saw on Letterboxd he gave it like a 4 out of 5 or something like that.
Okay.
It's only 24 days into January. I'm not ready to commit to anything.
Yeah, fucking me either, dude.
If this is, I'm gonna have a problem this year.
Everything's been dog shit so far. So
I almost had one, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
As of right now, Night Swim's still in the top fucking 10.
Slasher on Video gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so there you go.
All right, what's up next?
All right, moving on to our next film, our big screen film, I.S.S. from director Gabriella Copperthwaite. And in this film, tensions flare in the near future aboard the International Space Station as a conflict breaks out on Earth. Reeling, the U.S. and Russian astronauts receive orders from the ground, take control of the station by any means necessary. So this director, kind of responsible for the downfall of SeaWorld. She directed the Blackfish documentary. Yeah,
Blackfish Lives Matter. I remember that.
Whoa, does that one make you fucking despise SeaWorld?
I miss SeaWorld. They're the fucking
still the thing.
Calicum had it, yeah, but it's fucking lame as shit now. But Calicum had a fucking record. Like they should be smarter than that. But anyway,
that's Pugs Tonight. I love Kevin Spacey and fuck the orcas.
Well, no. I fucking love orcas.
He loves orcas.
I fucking love orcas. Killer
I love them in a tiny pool where I can poke.
No. But just close the whole thing. Don't give it a half-ass show. But honestly, he had a fucking record. Don't fuck with him. What are you doing in the water with him? You're stupid. They got what they had coming. Yeah. Team Calicum.
I will say Blackfish is a really interesting.
It didn't give us anything we didn't know.
Yeah, no, it did. Some of those deaths I didn't know.
Well, then you're fucking dumb.
Well, fuck you, Tugs. God damn it. All right, moving back to I.S.S. So I love space themed thrillers. So this one obviously hit for me. It's one of those movies I really loved in the theaters, but then when I got out, I was kind of thinking about some stuff, and it's like, really, in this case, why exactly would you be at each other's throats? Because you see shots in the trailer, I'm not spoiling anything, where a pretty significant chunk of the Earth looks like it's covered in nuclear blast.
Well, there might fair, Dan, you've seen the movie, and they don't know that. Only one person knows that.
No, they know that there were...
No. They know bombs are going off and have gone off, but they don't see the red planet. Only one person does.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess. But...
Yeah.
Even then, though, it's kind of like, why exactly? Now, they do introduce a kind of convenient reason why they would want them to try and take control. I had some script issues with it. Again, I had a blast. The suspense off the charts. I really enjoyed that. If you like films like Gravity, Moon, The Martian to a lesser extent, Europa Report, I think you will enjoy it. It is very predictable. It's not heavy on any kind of real propaganda or anything. It doesn't necessarily make one side the heels, at least not totally.
Of shit. I mean, obviously. I mean, that's
yeah.
And that's not propaganda.
Yeah. They don't kind of go Rocky IV with it, which I think Todd might have.
You'd already be hearing it from me. I wouldn't let you speak this long.
Rocky IV is a masterpiece. Ben Grimm is asking, is it theater worthy?
For me, yes. If you like outer space themed thrillers, yes. Again, now it's predictable. There's one moment where they make it a little overly obvious that one character is going to be perfectly fine. A couple things I would have tweaked with the script, and I think it would have been that much better, but it delivers on the suspense. If you think this scenario is interesting, I think you will be more than entertained by it. Todd, what did you think? Because I know you're not always into the space stuff.
No, see, you do this every fucking time. I just don't like your stupid fucking phaser bullshit. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. I'm tired of that shit.
So it's
I
the
love
phaser
fucking Alien. Where the fuck does that take place? Shit.
They have weapons too. God damn it.
They don't
Okay.
set their
What do you
phasers
think
to
of this
stun.
one?
Well,
What do you
now I
think of
fucking hated it because of fucking damn. Is it theater worthy, Ben? Yes, I think so. It's a small picture. I mean, like you have 6 people.
But
Literally,
felt big. Yeah.
it does, and the world's there, and some of the imagery is really great on the big screen. But it also, at the same time, feels like something they probably originally designed as a streaming title. But who knows? Yeah, it is. It's not like it's light sci-fi. Well, it's not even sci-fi. So I think that's where we get your confusion, Dan. But whatever, I don't give a shit today.
Well, it's in the future. That's the only thing that kind of technically for me puts it sci-fi.
What does?
It's in the near future to me.
Oh
if
my
you're
God,
going
shut
ahead,
the fuck up, man.
Fucker.
Fuck you, Todd. It's the
Near
future.
okay. So by that logic, anything that takes place in the fucking future is sci-fi.
Calm
If
down.
you're imagining a science fiction scenario
But
like
they're
that,
but
I
they're
would
not.
put them
But here's
there.
the thing, though, Dan. They're not imagining any science fiction scenario.
I gotta
at
come
all.
back.
Well,
That's fine. There's nothing science fiction about it. This is all like real life stuff. There's no sci-fi out.
all right, fair enough.
I
You
mean,
can categorize it how you
no,
want
no.
to.
But you tell me what I'm missing. What sci-fi element is there other than they're in fucking space? And technically, they're not even in space because they're fucking in the goddamn orbit. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, they're
well,
in space, but
you would technically be in space, wouldn't you?
yeah, I know.
I feel like somebody more knowledgeable about that stuff also will be able to poke some logical holes in this.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying it's not. I'm asking you about the
That's
science.
fine. I consider it.
But I mean, what? That's what I'm asking you.
For me, there was a similar argument a while back. It's like, is Alien a horror film or a sci-fi film? And my answer is
both.
yes. Yeah, it's both. Yes. I definitely consider this sci-fi.
But that's what okay, you keep telling me that, but I keep asking you, what is it in it that made it sci-fi?
In the future, dealing with certain experiments.
Okay, yeah, but none of that stuff is out of the realm of possible. Like it's nothing.
We can disagree on that one.
Okay,
I consider
I wanted to know your reasoning. Okay,
you got it. Ariana DeBose, who I think she won the Best Supporting Actress for West Side Story a year or two ago. She's a good lead. I thought she was really interesting. I thought the entire cast, Chris Messina, John Gallagher, I thought he was really good.
What was fucking Space Pacey or Russian Pacey's name? Fucking
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Russian Pacey. Sorry, it's a Dawson's Creek reference for pugs.
Oh, okay.
The one who looked like Joshua Jackson, but Russian.
God, did you try and throw a Dawson's Creek reference and expect me to get it?
No, it was for pugs.
Me.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's also in The Affair. It's a good show.
The other Russian guy. Well, there was 2.
Well, there you go. He was good. The entire film delivers on the suspense you'd expect out of this scenario. There's some script stuff, but overall, it gets a recommendation for me.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So
I guess I'm done fucking talking.
No, go for it. I'm passing it to you.
You weren't. Just rate it, then.
All right, on the rag. I.S.S. for me, 3.5. I wanted to go higher though.
I did really enjoy it. It's a 4.
All right, there we go. And check out Europa Report. Different kind of movie, but if you like these types of films, yeah. All right, so this next one, I'm curious. I will go last because I'm very, very curious. Our next film is Underground from not necessarily.
Oh, that's my guess.
From writer-director Lars Jansen, we have Underground. And in Underground, after a wild bachelorette party, a group of young women find themselves trapped in an underground bunker complex. A disturbing finding turns their night into an absolute nightmare. Will they be able to escape from this vast concrete maze? Whoever wants to go first.
I'll take it if you want. It's not gonna be nice.
Not everyone at once. Not everyone at once. Probably. Go ahead.
I'll go for it. Go ahead.
It was all right. There, I'm done.
That's way too kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck these hoes, like for wasting my fucking time. Fuck the director. Yeah, I did not enjoy this. I was fucking miserable. I'm like, am I missing something?
Agreed.
Why is this taking so fucking long? There's a phone ringing. Now I'm getting interested. This is end up being stupid. I am offended. No, that's a little too far. This movie fucking sucks. It sucked up my time. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with fuck these hoes. It's fucking lame. This is a no for me.
I co-sign. This movie was complete dog shit. I fucking was bored throughout the whole thing. I hated the characters. Again, like Pugs, just waiting for something to happen, and then it's just like shaky cam, fucking bitches screaming. One of the worst found footage movies I've seen in a really long time, and as a whole, probably going to be one of my worst movies of the year, if not my shit pickle of the year by the end of 2024.
Okay. Todd, or did you just
I really don't have anything on this one. It wasn't.
Okay.
It was.
Were you enhanced by any chance?
I was. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I was bored, but yeah, I just didn't really care. I don't care enough about this one to get fired up either way.
So the reason I went last, I'm always 50-50 with well, maybe even less than that with found footage movies. Well, these, yeah. So I thought this was an absolute piece of shit, but I'm like, is that more a me thing? Because found footage, sometimes I'll see people just rave about it, and I don't get it. So I'm glad it's not just me on this one. So as far as any horror elements go, I mean, they have a cool location. I will give them that. But it's never even remotely horrific or suspenseful. It suffers from a lot of the things that found footage films suffer from. I mean, we spend a lot of time with these characters just going about their daily routine. And much like Pugs, I had zero interest in one of them. So that made it kind of even more difficult. This movie just felt
even
like
the one dressed as the Rock. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and there's this whole segment where they're just being absolute fucking assholes to their
dude in the Uber. Oh my god, dude! If I was that Uber driver, they would have fucking been found dead on the side of the road.
I was watching it and I just kept thinking, like, am I supposed to give a shit about
these
what
drunk
awful
bitches?
Things? Yeah, what awful things that might happen to them? Which, again, there's no sense of pacing, danger, anything in this fucking movie. I was like, man, I don't know. Maybe everybody loves this, and this is just something that went over my head.
This has been a shit pickle for everybody, I think.
Yeah, we get we get a bukkake ghost at one point that's just covered in slime, and I'm like, okay, is that like it? Is that the source of the horror? And it's a good sorry about my dog. It's a good 45 minutes, I'd say, before we really get into the tunnels. This whole movie could have been done in 70.
Not even. It could have been done in 7, motherfucker.
Yeah, and there's portions of this movie. It's like, okay, so your friend just disappeared, and you're still acting like you're in the comedic portion of the film where you're just bullshitting. The characters just didn't feel like real people once we got into the tunnel. And I just thought I was watching a vacation video of the most annoying fucking pissant human beings I've ever come across. Other than the location, the script sucked. I'm not saying the acting's bad, but the characters were fucking atrocious. and nothing really happens that is horrific in the goddamn movie.
Except watching the fucking movie.
Yeah, it went on forever. I despised it.
Cork does too.
Even with the location, this is a 0. Screambox is
Screaming
not
for
off
help.
to it. Screambox, and it's a Screambox original. This is one of the worst Screambox originals I've seen. 0.
I would
seems like-
fucking agree. Oh wait, no, sorry, the other one was Shudder. Never mind.
I think someone has something over somebody. This has like blackmail written all over it. How the fuck did this get greenlit? Dan,
Did they say something about women?
I'm with Dan here. It's a fucking 0. I do not like this movie. I do not recommend this movie. Screambox, you should be ashamed of yourself.
In another year or two since he's doing the convention scene, that'll be the twist. Kevin Spacey's at the end of the tunnel.
Well, 5 fucking stars.
Pugs' ratings like
Those hoes would be safe though. Well, The Rock might get it.
He's a ghost. He's confused.
Yeah.
So all right. Did you all
What?
rate it? Go for it.
Kruger, did you give your 0?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 0 out of 5. Fucking worst found footage movie I've seen probably the last 3 years.
Todd?
I need to watch it again because I'm giving it
No,
a
you
generous 2.
Oh.
You know what? Leave that member berry alone.
No, that's not a good thing. I don't know why I was enhanced, I'll admit it, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, nothing happens though. I just kind of sit there and watch. But I'm giving it a 2. Take it for what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
All right.
I wrote down
So moving on to our next film, which we're gonna talk about. It is, sorry, fumbling my notes here. Suffrage, from writer-director Joe Black. And in Suffrage, the murder of a famous actress's mother sends Private Eye Natasha Hall spiraling down a rabbit hole of Hollywood and political conspiracy. So this is kind of a loose sequel, although you don't have to see the original one, to Natasha Hall.
Looks good for being 24 years later.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I was kind of like, okay, they referenced Apple Pay. So how does she's aged well since 1990. So that was like the one thing that kind of threw me off a little bit. But Pugs, what did you think? I'll tag you in first.
This feels like a baby of a Coen Brothers movie. So like, I fucking love the Coen Brothers. Heavy dialogue, but it's witty, it's smart, it's fun. Side story, we are friends with the producers of this movie, and I've met Joe Black and Cat Black. Very nice people. That's me at the premiere for Natasha Hall. Pitt and Raymond got me in, and then it was really fun. This is a good side piece or sequel. Yeah, it's a sequel to the story, because we do have some returning characters, which I want an adventure with Natasha Hall and I forgot his name, Mickey, whatever, the dude that she ruined his life.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious. We see our buddies Pitt and Raymond throughout the whole fucking thing, so that's always enjoyable. I like this story. They tell a lot within the 2 hours. I think they maximize their time with the locations they're given and what they were tasked to do with, and it made me really, really want a Yoo-hoo. I don't drink alcohol, so I won't get a Yahoo, but you'll see once you watch this movie. I found it very entertaining. 2 hours well spent. I'm down for a fucking third one.
I'm sure there's an exact recipe for the Yahoos. Pitt Raymond, send it to us. Me and Kruger will sample them.
Yeah, right.
I'll take a virgin. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed it. I want more, and it's not just me being buddies with them, because again, I fucking love those guys. But I legitimately think it's a really good time. It's very 90s.
Yeah, I agree. I actually watched them both back to back. I didn't get to see the first one.
You were invited.
I know that was not So with the new and stuff, I really like this one. I think like I had a few issues with the first one, but I felt it was a little slower. This one kind of like everything that I was like a little off on it was like they course corrected, and it just like everything on this one like hit right for me. And Dan mentioned Pugs mentioned Mickey Sampson, Dwayne Whitaker. The stuff with him and Natasha Hall was great. This one it feels bigger, or cast wise. I mean, you see more familiar faces popping up. It was a good time.
Yeah, I thought Cat Black is Natasha Hall. I thought she was fantastic, very, very funny. And it almost felt like it could be like a sort of comedic Murder, She Wrote or sort of thing with her, or PI version of that. Daniel Roebuck, always great to see Daniel Roebuck. He's hilarious as always. Eric Roberts, who's also in this.
Big fan of him and his offspring.
People forget what a great actor Eric Roberts is. I mean, he's in a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's not always the greatest, but Eric Roberts is great. I think maybe the show stealer, aside from Cat Black, was probably Diana Ayala Goldner, who plays kind of a bit of a cougar trying to pick up some younger dudes. I thought she was excellent. I do think that it's interesting that this takes place in what seems like modern times, because they reference Apple Pay. So I was like, well, wait, the other one was 90. So she aged really well.
She didn't even have a TV back then.
Yeah.
And if you're unaware, I know Kruger might be interested in this. Who we're talking about, Diane Goldner is Harley Mom from Feast.
I was gonna say, she's.
I don't know if she's still with what's his name, but
she's been with Gulager. She's been with Gulager since the 80s, still together.
Okay.
Honestly, no blue pill needed. I would have been in.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Although then I thought it was rude, since we've got like people that worked on the movie here.
It's a compliment.
She was looking good. She was looking very good. You don't want to fight John Gulager now.
No, I don't.
It's all right. He already thinks I asked him on a date once.
What?
That's hilarious. I want to know.
I asked him if he had a date for Feast yet, asking if they had a release date yet, and he was like, "Whoa."
Dad's gonna break those hips.
John, not Clue. Calm down.
That's funny.
Oh. The mutant skunk, I thought that was really
made
cool.
by our buddy Pitt.
Yes, I was gonna say that was a very funny running gag. Pitt, did you guys do the pubic hair? Was that you guys too?
I'm sure he did.
That one was
know if you have any left over.
That made me look away a little bit. I've never encountered that, and it would be awful. But
I mean, you bring enough to the table, dude. I think. Well, you might catch fire, actually.
No, this one really made me laugh. There is, it's not a horror movie, obviously, it's a comedy, but there is some cool gore to be had, particularly at the end, the decapitation scene.
Pitt said no.
This one made me
was
laugh.
All real.
No, that's a commitment to her performance. That had to take a few months at least. So yeah, I loved everybody in the movie. It's really well made, and I hope we get more. Maybe they can even have some fun with the time passage, like the next one, just like it's in 1960 or something.
Just have her,
I don't know.
So
just
Dan,
like
So
what?
Would you consider it sci-fi?
if she travels back in time, it'll be, or forward in time.
Well, she's already done it, Dan. So this is a sci-fi film. Sorry, Pitt. Dan declared it a fact.
Science fiction. It'll get a Sci-Fi Channel deal. That's fine.
I really want the
Natasha-
third one as the buddy comedy, and they introduced the child from the first one. I think that'd be great.
Oh yeah.
So how old would the child be?
24 right now.
Okay. I'd watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the credits though? And it's like, and everyone else, Raymond Volley.
Yeah.
Glad you guys liked it. Yeah, it's enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable.
Very much. I wish I would have checked out the other one sooner too. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, I didn't have to wait however long it's been though. So
I wonder why she quits. In the first one, she's a heavy chain smoker, and this is why she drinks you all the time. And they should address that.
So you
want they did. Never mind.
Did they? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that
it
would
came
do
around.
the trick.
Yeah.
Have any of you quit smoking aside from like what did you do?
Aside
You
from
do
me,
the trick?
fucking the one who smoked since he was 16. Yeah, I quit.
What worked for you?
I remember UEW. You're a fucking chain, dude.
Yeah, I was back there. I stopped smoking.
Did you smoke in that room, Todd?
Yes. That's why the walls are slightly yellow.
Oh, okay. Because there's no remnants of the.
Oh, it's been like over a decade. Like, not since I quit smoking, but since I smoked in here.
Oh, okay.
So probably about 2014.
Okay.
Slash home video. I need to quit. Drink some Yoo-hoo. Switch it
Yoo-hoo. There you go. That's the magic way out.
Yes. To answer your question, Dan, I decided to stop smoking and I stopped smoking.
Oh, there you go then. Cold turkey.
I don't have a pussy.
Damn, Todd.
And he started doing too.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, like I did but I didn't.
Ben
cold turkey too. Wait, let's read that.
I quit smoking. Just went cold turkey. Worst part was driving, but I never was the type that needed to smoke right when I woke up or anything.
My morning smoke, losing that, and yes, listening to music took me a long time because
it killed your enjoyment of music.
Well, no, like in the car because it was window down. Arm out, smoke. Yeah, it's like it was super strong, like, and that's why drinking I was worried about for a while. Although technically I quit drinking, but
yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem with wrestling for me. I always associate it with fucking like chewing. So fuck it, like even like high school wrestling and pro wrestling, but I've switched to these nicotine pouches that have no tobacco in them. Way less cool, but
yeah,
whatever gets you through it, man.
Chris hates Yoo-hoo.
No one's perfect.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, actually, when I went and hung out with Pitt and Raymond where they were staying in LA when they were here filming the movie, they busted out the Yoo-hoo and like it didn't dawn on me. So when I started seeing it on the screen, fuck yeah, they are. Fucking Kyle Wilde and I bonded over Yoo-hoo. It's one of the best things on planet Earth.
It's chocolate drink. It's good.
But now when I kiss a girl who smokes, I can totally taste it. Makes me wonder when girls I kiss thought of life was experiencing that.
You know, that's why you just date smokers and you don't have to worry about it. And you know the old saying, if she smokes, she pokes.
Yeah. That's
smoker
true.
hair was a killer for me. I'm like, oh, well, go wash your hair, you fucking.
Yeah,
everything smells and tastes like smoke, and like
Forrest Gump, she tastes like.
I love the smell of smoke, so it doesn't bother me. Like I go hang out with people who are smoking.
Makes you feel comfortable because you're a chain. You were one of them.
Yeah,
there was this cute girl at Cards who was like 5 foot, baby, like tiny.
Dan, that's your pussy talking. Quit being a bitch. And
but dude,
we went off
like.
Oh yeah, we're not post show.
Kissing her was like licking an ashtray, like it beautiful, but like,
and this is coming from the guy who likes to eat buttholes, so that tells you something.
A clean butthole, Tad. Thank
you. Dude, your fucking mouth goes to some very unclean places, Dan.
You guys are being very judgmental on the butthole.
Yeah, but
stop butthole hate.
Team butthole.
Yeah, but when you're eating fucking
I don't kink shame.
Fucking pussy. I don't know, man.
No, that's a little gross. But
2024. Come on.
Pitt
This
says
is a weird
Raymond,
convo with Yoo-hoo going on in the chat.
Raymond and I drank a gallon of Yoo-hoo every day. We're in the U.S.
That's the way to do it, dude.
El Cheery Ringo, 2 packs of Camels a day. Quit in spring. My jacket reeked that winter. Had to throw it out. And
I used to have smoking gloves that I'd wear. They were actually my Jalo gloves at first, but I never broke them in, and they became my smoking gloves. So when I go outside and smoke, my hands didn't smell like smoke.
Dude, I got a neighbor that he does that. He's my drone guy. He does that with cigarettes and weed, so his kids don't smell it. Aaron, if you're watching, what's up?
Well, there you go. There's some tips. Oof. Buttholes.
He said, "Yeah, you don't smell it until you quit, but everything smells like smoke." I was just having a conversation with Danielle about it because she was sick, and like there's just something about it. Doesn't matter how sick you are.
XPW legend, Danielle.
Well, I wouldn't give her the legend status yet. Sorry, Danielle. She's a UEW legend, and she's an XPW legend in the making.
There you
I
go.
would say legend. She's the first female referee in XPW, correct?
There you go.
Okay.
Stop hating women, Todd.
Hold on, that's his fucking sister practically. She can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Who he doesn't think is worthy of being a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Because she's family.
Hopefully she's not listening. Yeah. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with Suffrage. I hope more people see it.
Yeah, it's available now on Amazon Prime or Vudu, and Natasha Hall is streaming on Tubi. It's just Prime. I bought it on Prime.
It's on more than just Prime, but I noticed that was the one it wasn't on because that was my go-to.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on Google also. I'm double checking right now.
I stopped doing that. I thought anyway, that's a sidetrack. But yeah, it's Natasha Hall's on Tubi. So check that out.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, but Suffrage is on Amazon, Google Play, and YouTube. Google Play and YouTube are basically the same thing. So
yeah. All right.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, definitely recommend it.
And bring Yoo-hoo to Norway.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Pitt, I could try to ship some out.
I was just gonna say we can
the box or the can. I don't think the bottle will survive.
Yeah,
I'll go with the can. That probably is the best structure over the.
Okay.
the can, yeah.
Okay, now I got a question. What if you're given the 3 choices, how are you drinking it?
It was a glass bottle.
Glass
bottle.
Yeah, it is different.
You know pop, dude.
I'm shocked it's still in there because you remember when every soda came in a glass bottle.
And the shape was different too.
It was like it was more like it wasn't 2 liters
like a bullet.
They were just kind of like a bubble. Or
good times. And then the fucking Gatorade was all weird and glass.
I remember when they switched the 2 liter and gave it that bottle shape too, because it used to just be the straight cylinder too. But but the glass ones. Ooh, okay? Here's an age test. Flasher, maybe you do. Do you remember when 2 liters came in glass bottles?
No.
Okay. You're old. You're not that old.
That predates me. I didn't even know that. All right.
I barely remember that, but that was at the beginning or the beginning of my life.
Pitt, Raymond, if we see you this year somewhere, we have to take you to a tea place that I bet they don't have in Norway.
Actually, I'm not against this. We can bring our own Yoo-hoo too, though.
You can bring your own Yoo-hoo to this tea place.
Next time I'm taking booze. See, I just like the atmosphere.
No, the smoke.
I like
it's not just the smoke, the holes.
Am I allowed to tell that story? I mean, that's a public.
We're not on Patreon.
I'm not getting graphic.
We're not on Patreon. It's not about that shit stain.
All right, we talked about buttholes already, but okay, thanks.
Yeah,
right.
You talking about buttholes that don't involve me is fine.
Moving on to oh shit, we got one more movie. Red Rooms from director Pascal Plantic. You threw me off, Todd. You threw me off. All right. So restart. Our next film,
What's our next film, Dan?
Red Rooms. I'm fumbling, Tad. I'm
I
trying
know,
to
I was
find
trying to cover. Take 3. Go ahead, Dan.
Take 3. Give me a minute to look up the synopsis.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
well,
is
you
not
that
the
while
one with
you
Scarlett
like,
Johansson.
you know, we could have kept our bullshit. Dan has to stop us to focus on the show. And then he's not even fucking ready.
It's not the Marvel
ready,
Red Room. There
bitch.
was no Black Widow made in here.
Oh, I do. I should throw out because it's extra confusing because there's a movie on, I think it's Tubi of the same name. So this is Red Rooms from writer-director Pascal Planty, and it is a French-Canadian film
See,
that
Dan,
follows this
For
woman.
future reference, real quick, Dan. In the future, when you tell us we're going to watch French horror, you need to say French Canadian horror. There's a difference, Dan. Just saying.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's in French, but yeah.
But you're like, I got it. There's this new French horror we got to watch. It's
that does come with with
I thought it
a
was.
set of expectations.
Oh no, well, we'll get into it. All right, so this film follows what? Shut the fuck up.
I think.
All right, so we follow the
in his brain.
We follow the. I'm waiting to do it.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
We've stopped interrupting, Dan, but you keep stopping, so it's making us laugh. Okay, we're gonna
All right.
stop. Go. I'm now in the middle of go, asshole.
The high-profile case of serial killer Ludovic Chevalier has just gone to trial, and Kelly Ann is obsessed. When reality blurs with her morbid fantasy, she goes down a dark path to seek the final piece of the puzzle, the missing video of a murdered 13-year-old girl to whom Kelly Ann bears a disturbing resemblance. So this one I fucking loved. I think that this is an early candidate for best performance in a horror film from Juliette Garipe, who plays Kelly Ann. So it might sound like a fairly standard setup, standard serial killer, courtroom thriller, but there's so much more to this. I think we're going to talk about it a little bit in spoilers because this is a very original take on the serial killer genre. Once again, the story structure very different. You're going through this with Kelly Ann, and you're kind of wondering up until really the closing minutes what exactly her motivation is. Is she just sort of a serial killer groupie? Is there more to it? Does she have a connection to this case? And I'll talk about what I kind of think was going on when we do hit spoilers, but this is damn near, I think, a masterpiece. It's my favorite so far this year. I believe we're still early, but I would be shocked if this one is not going to be on the best of 2024 for me. Top to bottom, this movie is just so suspenseful. Now, it's not a gore flick. If you're looking for August Underground and, just people being, torn apart, that's not this film. It's a lot better, in my opinion. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I said, or if you're
good.
looking for French horror, you're going to be disappointed.
Oh, I don't see why you would be.
Because when
If
you
you're
usually
looking for
French extreme, so that does come with that baggage, dude.
Yeah, no, not French extreme. There are some French Canadian films, I believe, that they toss in there, but I think the suspense factor in this one is a lot stronger than a lot of these types of serial killer films. I think the only real shot of gore is an aftermath shot of one of the videos that they're playing, which that was the most effective thing in the whole movie. We don't see anything, but we're hearing the audio from the tapes that the jurors have to watch. And the way that was all handled, I thought was spectacular. Hot tag before I get too deeper, because again, I do have some spoiler stuff I want to talk about. Whoever wants to go next, go for it. I think this movie is stellar.
Go for Kurt.
I like the story. and I thought it was cool to get like a like dark web thing getting brought into, you know, like a crime and a like a courtroom scene. But at the same time, I am a blood and guts guy, and I was hoping when we were watching the videotapes we would have saw more. So I was a little disappointed in that. But the acting throughout the whole movie is stellar, and the lead actress gave a great performance, and her character was just very bizarre, and it left you wondering, you know, again, how she was connected to all of this. Was she just some crazy chick infatuated with, you know, the morbid curiosity of this case, or was it something more? And it made for a good watch, but at the same time, it's a one and done for me, not something I'd rewatch ever. But if you are interested in like hearing about dark web stuff, I guess this is like one of the movies that we've gotten. How many other dark web like Red Room movies have we gotten? I know we got one in like 99 that Unearthed put out at one point, and there's maybe like 2 other ones I've seen. But this one, as far as quality and acting production wise, is probably the best. But if you're looking for blood and guts, 99 Red Room will satisfy that.
Okay. I absolutely love the way this movie looks. It's gorgeous. I do think they told in a smart way. I don't mind them not showing the violence on screen, because a little bit they did, I do think was effective, and you hear the sounds, which is good. So if you have a dark ass brain, it works pretty morbidly. But I am with Kruger. I would have liked to have seen at least one fucking gruesome scene, especially with what we were promised. The acting is outstanding. What's her name? Kellyanne and Clementine. Like, they were great.
The actress Juliette Garipe, I believe is how you say it.
And then Ludwig, or whatever the fuck, that guy was cool as shit. His little wave that he did. What she does in the movies is kind of fucked up. I
don't know why.
Yeah, and I am praising this movie. However, the ending did piss me off, because I thought we were going somewhere else, and I'm like, I hope you have the balls to do that. And then for me, I think it kind of I don't want to say course corrected, but they went I don't want to give it away, but they went a route I would not have gone, and I think it would have been stronger and cooler if had they did something else. But I'm not going to grade on what they didn't do. I'm going to rate on what they did. And the fact that I keep thinking about this movie is pretty impressive, and it's very fucking inspiring. The courtroom stuff is fucking fantastic. I'm a big Law and Order SVU guy, so I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that here. So like the courtroom scene just stood out to me. With the camera moving, like watching true crime or true TV, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then this movie is super intense. Like throughout the whole thing, they're eating, they're playing an online game,
and it always feels like you're on edge.
It's uneasy. So, and that's a big accomplishment. But I wanted a little more. I wanted to go another way. But it pissed me off. It's very frustrating. However, I do think this is a fucking masterpiece.
Elaborate on that in spoilers, because I'm curious what exactly you mean.
Todd, know me, Dan. I think you know what I would.
No, I think I get the gist of what you wanted. But Todd,
you muted.
You're muted, Todd. Just
do that. There you go, Dan.
You were kind of just doing this. I was gonna make you just keep going, but go for it.
I'm kind of in between you guys. Well, like Dan and Pugs and Krieger. Like I did really enjoy it, and I thought the story was good. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna want to watch it again, because there is nothing it gave me that like I would have wanted extra. Like otherwise, I'm just like watching the same. I don't know. I think I've been watching a lot of murder shows, so it's kind of like I want to see what they're talking about, and like I'm getting more of that from my murder shows than this. I don't know. There's something about it was like I give me a little, like I can imagine it and all that, but I don't know. I just felt like it needed a little something more for me to elevate it, and maybe it is the ending. I don't know, but overall, I mean, like I like it, and I say check it out, but Well, yeah, as of now, it's probably my top 10 of the year. But come the end of the year, I don't see it happening unless
Murder
I
Size.
revisit it and it something changes. But
all right, well, let's rate it because I do want to talk spoilers on this.
right.
Well, I'm a 5, and I'm an enthusiastic 5 on this. I think it's insanely unique. One of the better serial killer movies I've ever seen. High recommendation for me.
It's a courtroom drama mostly.
Yeah, it's not a serial killer
I wouldn't
movie.
call it like it's adjacent.
I know
to it.
you wanted to see limbs coming off
Yeah.
and
No,
everything.
I know what you mean, dude. But like, it's adjacent. Like, that's not the main thing.
Yeah, it's a courtroom.
It's a psychological thriller more than anything.
That I'll give you.
With it's our lead, which I'll talk a little bit more about it in spoilers.
2.5 out of 5 for me.
Okay. My immediate reaction after the movie was like, "Oh, this is a 4.5." But like, continuing to think about it, I gotta give it a 5. It's a 5 out of 5 for me, even though I was pissed off.
And like I said, I'm in the middle. I'm a 3.5. So
all over the place. Well, that's okay. So spoiler warning, guys. We're going to talk a little bit about this. So if you don't want to be spoiled, but before we do that, any announcements? Anybody has?
Tomorrow there's a new episode of the Skin Max series on After Dark.
Sweet. It's been fun doing those.
And Friday on Patreon, a new episode of Femme Fatales. I do that every time. Yeah, and then other shit's coming up. And every day, what can you get every day, Dan? Well,
Trauma, Dan. 50th anniversary 365 countdown.
Yes.
Every single day. Other than that, also stay tuned for Squared Circle Society XPW coverage this week, Royal Rumble coverage. It's a busy wrestling week, so you'll have that for you as well. And also patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures starts at just $1, so check it out. We give you a lot there.
All right, on that note, that's your spoiler warning. Here we go.
All right, so I think this movie as a whole, it's kind of a statement on true crime junkies and how, even us, I mean, we insert ourselves into the story. I love that they don't give you Kellyanne's exact motivation up until the very end. And there's still like questions you can ask yourself. The scene where she's taking the selfie in the bedroom of the victim. It's like, is she fantasizing there? I think her character had some sort of, I don't know if it was autism or exactly what it was, but I kind of leaned more there. Because she does do some stuff that has you scratching your head, like, well, okay, why would you do that? But she's obviously very OCD. She needed to crack the case in her own oddball kind of way. And I just thought it was a fascinating character study of Kellyanne. It was so good. And I didn't know. I was like, I feel like there's more going on than her just being a groupie here. And that's what just made it more unique than just seeing people strapped to a chair and chainsawed.
Dude, I thought she was going to be like, wants to be like an acolyte or like a follower or something, because what I wanted, before I get there, when she showed up dressed as the fucking victim and you're putting the contacts in the fucking retainer, I was like, this bitch got some balls. Like, what are we doing here? Are we going to break them out, do something? And just gets escorted out, but it's fine, I guess. But but what I wanted was her to be like, go down a dark path. You just spent all that fucking money on that fucking video, and you're gonna turn this dude in, you bitch. Fuck you.
Doesn't that make it more standard then, though? Like, she's just some Manson.
Yeah, she's a fucking sleuth. No. Yeah, but that's what I like. That's what I want.
No, I get that.
I don't want her to be a fucking vigilante unless you dress like fucking Batman. Fuck you.
I don't feel we'd remember this movie if it was just a simple, like.
I disagree.
I don't know.
Also, Clementine was. I wanted to choke the shit out of her. She was that like annoying bitch from fucking Pulp Fiction. Like, go eat your blueberry pancakes.
Honey Bunny.
Yeah, like I just wanted to choke the shit out of her. You're annoying. Go be homeless somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought this one was excellent. I'm so glad I watched it.
The card game was fucking intense.
Oh, dude, like the suspense was off the charts, and just even that brief text exchange with whoever it was. And I'm glad we didn't see that side of it. It's far more scary, just like imagining the monster that's on the other side of that keyboard.
Watching the dude pass out in the courtroom through the cracked door was fucking awesome. Like that part I really did enjoy.
Yeah. Oh man.
Now, there's a lot to like about this movie, but again, I'm still upset about the ending. Just the fact that she's a rat bothered me.
Well, she was there to solve the case. I mean,
still, why are you why are you traumatizing the parents? Like, I understand, like, are you, she asks, like, are you ready? And then that's when she goes nuclear and like, she's like, fuck it. I'm going to do this thing so I'm public enemy number one. And then you go and save the day, but you take no credit. Okay. That's a lot of fucking wasting money. It's very upsetting.
Her mind definitely works differently.
And fucking Honey Bunny in her fucking interview. Fucking weirdo. Goddamn. Fuck her. I do. This movie had me go like very passionate, so that's why I gave it a 5 instead of the 4.5, because I do think it's wonderful, but it's upsetting.
Awesome. Well, check it out. Let us know what you think. I think that's it for spoilers, unless you guys have something more. All right, so let us know what you think of Red Rooms in the comments section if you watch it. I think it's
just streaming anywhere.
Yeah, I mean it's on VOD, I believe.
No, I know, but like that's to pay for, because it's like as Netflix. Is it coming anywhere soon?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, because I don't think this is like even though I gave it a 5, I don't think it's worth a full rental or purchase. Wait for it to go on sale.
Dan disagrees.
Yeah,
I disagree strongly. So
do you already own it, Dan?
I will own it as soon as I can. It's an amazing movie. All right. So January so far, what do you guys think? I mean, we don't have like that huge volume of movies, but I think we're off to a better start than last year.
I don't think so.
We've had like 2 movies, Dan. Give it a minute.
I'm not ready to -1 minus color.
I'm not ready to call anything 24 days into the year, Dan.
I'm going to say better January than last January.
Bullshit artist.
Let's hope for the best. Although that may also be like last year, we missed a lot of January stuff till later, but I'm still going to say.
And how can you say it's better than last year if we didn't watch any of it?
Because Dan likes talking out of his ass, all right?
Red Rooms for me eclipses it all. So yeah. So on that note, I think that's all we have for you guys tonight. Anybody that goes to Mad Monster Party, please, we want to hear from you. Tell him we
want to interview Kevin Spacey. At least I do. I don't know if you guys are down, but like Kevin, I'm in.
He'd do the whole show in his House of Cards character.
That's cool with me. I really prefer John.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Or American Beauty.
There is an American. Didn't we?
They gender swap things back then.
What?
I got you.
I think there's an American Beauty graphic with me in the hat somewhere that we
did a commentary.
Yeah. Okay, was it the commentary? All right.
You want me to find it real quick?
The graphic, if you have it. I will say though, he has made some great movies. I mean, American Beauty's. It's a little odd watching it now. But
it's a little odd watching it then too. But
well, yeah, but like a little more so now. I mean, Seventh Heaven's got to be a rough one if you know that story. Oof.
Yeah, he
That's
was a
probably the
pasture.
one.
Makes sense.
I never watched any of that. I never watched 90210. I missed like
I watched all that shit.
yeah. I used to have to like know a little bit about that in Melrose Place because that's like all anybody wanted to fucking talk about for a minute.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah, I mean, you need to know pop culture, Dan, to try to get
Cheese
pussy.
me.
It's the way the world works.
I watched Sex in the City to get
Okay,
pussy.
now that you're trying to get the wrong piece of ass there, though, Dan.
No,
That wasn't the right one to choose. That was the wrong one.
Team Samantha, by the way. She's the hoe of the show.
There we go.
Yeah, Kim Cattrall was like, when is she gonna get naked again? Come on.
Anyway,
Anyways, on
I'm
that
slowly
note,
trying to find this graphic. God damn it!
okay, I
oh,
didn't
that's right.
know.
My bad.
was
I
going.
forgot.
I thought it was a tap out.
Oh no! I found it. I just got to find the one I can upload real quick.
Do you all remember the afternoon teen drama California Dreamin'?
Oh, that was
that shit.
The fake Saved by the Bell. Yeah.
There's
no Saved by the Bell.
fucking
obviously.
Hang Time. I fucking loved all that.
I don't remember that.
I was gonna.
one.
Oh, dude, I remember all that that stuff. I was about to go 90s there and all that so and so shit.
Were you an OC watcher? That felt like
fuck that show. Disrespected my goddamn OC.
How did it disrespect?
It was inaccurate, at least on my side.
That one didn't grab me. I think I checked out like, I don't know, 6 episodes.
I know Dan masturbated to it weekly though.
I didn't watch it, but it was huge. It felt, but then it just went away, like 2 years, and then it was just like
no, it was there for a while.
I don't know. I just felt like
There we
go.
2019.
Look at that.
Looks like Dan caught the hive. I like you could just see the fetus off at the side by Pugs' face.
There you go. You found it. What's up, Swaggy? So on
Hang time, get it together. Fuck yeah, Swaggy G. That's the opening theme song. Good shit.
Thank you,
Gringo. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think that's all we got. Be sure to come again.
Todd.
Okay. Yeah.
He's still working on
I don't know what to fucking say to that. Fucking disgusting. Gross.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'll see you in Disneyland.